Welcome back, everybody. I will get that game audio for you in a second. We're live now onto the first map here. It's Dust 2 NRG eSports versus Vault and your CEVO GFINITY. Hashtag it up on Twitter, Season 9 Pro League. Helium with me, Dust. Silent taking a battle here into lower B, and they've actually pushed quite aggressive into the tunnel. CTs, they're not supposed to be in here, Dust, and look at Justin coming from the other side at middle. Silent going back up, finding another one. Lagia to bring down Effie. And Peter getting one frag as well. It's Rarkar to do what he can, but he's left 1 versus 3. He is chopping down the CTs, but it's Justin going sneaky beaky like from the stairs.
And I mean, if that's the start we're gonna get, that's what we're in for. This might be breezy, man. As yeah, of course, NRG turning a lot of heads at counter pit when Tabson was standing in for Peter, and they were able to beat Envy in a best of 3. Also, they've been doing some decent things in the NA scene for a while. They made a pretty good run in our last qualifier bracket, beating CLG and Winter Fox. Made it to the semifinals, lost to Selfless, and they've had a couple other good results here and there as well. Vault, meanwhile, after losing Mitch to Selfless, I haven't really kept up with them too much, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh my. Actually didn't go too well.
No, not at all, right? They want to go make a claim for those B halls again, but this time Justin's going to fall, and now Jay Cruel, who is that player that has actually replaced Mitch. Maybe they're still trying standouts. I'm not really clear on the specifics, but he's picked up that FAMAS, and they are trying to make their way across the catwalk. Lagia is going to bring down Jay Cruel, and that'll drop that bomb, and it's all up to Nerdy right now. Watch out for this guy, though. He is quite the marksman.
You're going to go up 2-0 now after a couple of blazing fast rounds. You can see NRG is definitely looking to take the fight to Vault pretty much every round thus far. Getting very aggressive. That time it almost backfired, but they recovered nonetheless, and now they do have a little bit bigger of a lead, looking to go ahead and get the 3-0 start here, as Vault won't have much to work with this round. A couple of smokes, and that is pretty much it. We are going to see them heading over towards B tunnels. 2 still in T-spawn, spotting the cross. And Silent, is he going to do it again? Probably just going to jump up here and hold out.
I like that, just on the edge of the box, not even going all the way up to the top. I guess you could spot it earlier, but it's kind of a unique angle that might not be expected. Smoke to go in. Also kind of a weird smoke. It's not really blocking anything off. I guess it leaves a bit of a gap that could allow Silent to possibly see someone crossing to the backside of the tunnel.
Silent and Justin were the 2 guys who are really impressive at the counterfeit tournament, by the way, against India.
Yeah.
So looking to see what more they have in store for us.
I mean, Silent had one of the sickest plays of the tournament overall with that 3K over on Mirage, and here he's going to get Glock. Nerdy's taking him down. It's up to Justin with the FAMAS, able to find one, but the Gramps landed those bullets to the face, and that's going to be a bomb plant for Vault and a B defense that was pretty lacking there from NRG. Peter at the door with just a P250 because this guy's going to want to get out to the op, of course. So he's moving in on the retake through the door, in and out, bopping and weaving, spotting the man in the back platform. Site's been taken care of, so has Tunnels. It's all on Effie, and it'll be Lagia to bring him down as well. 2 kills for him, and even though the B defense was lacking, they will convert that 3rd round.
A pretty dominant retake there from NRG. That's a round that Vault has to kind of be shaking their heads that they couldn't win. I mean, true, they didn't invest so much into it, and they still got a bomb plan, so that's good, but they really did have a good chance to just go ahead and straight up win that, but they could not hold off that retake, and B is usually pretty hard to retake on this map. Nonetheless, the op is going to be out for Peter, but an op also coming out in response here from Jay Cruel. Now, I noticed that Vault kind of, even when Mitch was on the team, they kind of moved the op around a lot. Yeah, so yep. I don't know if maybe now they'll actually kind of stabilize and have like one true primary op or not, but
maybe. I mean, Mitch, I guess Mitch, it was Mitch and Gramps, I think, that took it the most, so maybe Jay Kroll is kind of coming into the replacement to be a dedicated op, the Deddy op, as he will miss a shot there, just barely onto the player on platform. That was Silent, still with the FAMAS. Same thing with Justin. It is Vault actually kind of with the upper hand in terms of the equipment here on round 4, as it usually is when a bomb plant comes down in the first 3 rounds. They'll push a player off cat. Peter flashed, shot at, and forced to fall down. He'll reposition over at the cars. That aggressive angle, then back to a passive one there. with Gob B still maintaining control of the pit. It's Justin with the opening kill of the round. He brings down J. Cruel. The op out of the hands of Vault, and well, pushing even further now into lower B. It's Silent coming away with one and done. Still man advantage maintained.
That's one way to defend mid to B, Joey, is getting control of B tunnels and putting two at middle and just really boxing them in at the doors, giving no room for Vault to breathe and set up for anything. So, I mean, NRG, they've been pretty aggressive in all these rounds thus far. They've yet to really suffer any repercussions from it. They're up 4-on-3 right now. 30 seconds left on the clock for Vault. Looks like they might be testing the waters at the A bomb site, but Peter's op's going to be there. That's going to be difficult to deal with.
Well, the mollies go out. I like it. Even one onto the ramp. Try to clear up some space there. Deny that headshot angle that we'll see a lot of players try to take. Peters slid from car over to A ramp. Gets one as it goes up in the box. Nerdy taken down practically out of the sky. Gramps peering over into the Abyss, and the Abyss is shooting back. He's doing his best. Rarkar to get the bomb, planning up behind the single box, and yeah, running out of time, and it won't even matter. Did anyone die after time? It was kind of hard to tell. A lot of people dying at once.
Yeah, I didn't really catch it. Either way, all those mollies were kind of just were just warning flares. They were on their way to A for Peter's out to be ready to go. And we're going to see a 4-0 start here from NRG. Vault going to be back onto a save, so NRG likely going to be onto a full buy. Wait, what? What did I just say?
I don't know.
I have no clue what the heck I just said. Sorry, I have a bit of a migraine right now, so I'm kind of all over the place.
Also been casting a lot recently.
Yeah, I think we've gone 8 days straight, 9 days straight.
And we will tack some more onto that.
Yeah, that's for sure. I actually have no idea what I said there. I am sorry, chat.
It's all right. I'm sure they're not listening.
Maybe not.
And if they are, they're all silvers who think they're better than everyone else, so they don't take they don't take our advice anyways. 2 smokes and a flash here for Vault, as it looks like they will want to set up a couple smokes, maybe on both sides, right, of that cross out of mid on CT, and to block off anyone at the window, as Silent's going to just continue playing no respect CS, moving into the upper tunnels once more. So he's controlling that. He's brought down Nerdy, and it's no longer a two-pronged attack, right? Justin knows that everyone that's coming into B is going to be coming here from the wall that's right in front of him. Silent's come back to help out. He gets the first one. Justin with 2 more headshots, and now Gramps up from lower B has been spotted. He'll take down Silent. So Vault have done a little bit of damage for just having pistols, but it's not enough to make it that much of an impact unless they can kill one more player. Gramps with the M4 A1S right now has already killed 2. But 7 HP, that flash. What happened with that flash? That didn't work.
I don't know, dude. It just got absorbed into the Abyss.
I guess it popped behind the box, but it looked like it was kind of hard to tell with the trajectory.
Yeah, not really sure. Because apparently we started a new meme, which is NA casters.
That's not new.
I could do that. That's not new? Oh,
hell no.
Best you just add NA to the beginning of anything when something fails. And, well, I was the NA caster there. We are going to have a double op setup now in effect for NRG, as we are going to have Silent with it, which he was the primary op long ago for a team called Method. Has some of the same players. Again, Justin coming from that team as well. Going to get aggressive in here again, and not going to find a kill this time. Rarkar will be able to finally put a stop to Silent shenanigans in these B tunnels. Now Justin, okay. Well, he just goes to get to the op, he backs out.
So that's working out. Rarkar to find the entry. Not even a lot of utility used in doing it. Silent's just been getting quite aggressive. Flash in. Lagia up here on the dumpster. Not going to be phased by that. And he sees that foot of Gramps, and he'll take him down. J. Cruel, meanwhile, has won an op battle with Peter, one of the 2 ops. The other one remaining up now for NRG. That's on Justin. J. Cruel... Yeah, I was saying he was moving with some pace. It looked like he wanted to try to beat that smoke, get out in front of it. He's now been spotted. And, wow, Lagia coming up completely empty right there. So Gob B is going to flash high and try to cross himself over to the ramp, and he'll do so successfully. Spotted out on Cat, and they've seen him. They're close up to the sight boxes already. Gob B doing a ton of damage, but not actually coming away with a kill. He's got J. Cruel on 28. Effie on just 1 HP. It's up to Justin. 1 versus 4. He's like, I'm good.
We'll just take this off and roll over the next round. Of course, there's still plenty of money on NRG, so it's not that big of a deal, but it certainly does help out, as I believe Silent actually was down to $0, so. there you have it. Vault finally able to somewhat punish Energy for the aggression and yields them around. Can they do more? Question here.
I like Silence Off named Peter is better than you. No comment.
You know what's better than Peter? A plane.
Wow, dude, too soon. Too soon.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I'd like to. I didn't really ask exactly what happened. I mean, playing Turbulence is no joke. I mean, most people like kind of scoff at it because it's usually just like bump, 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 and it's not a big deal. But
something
like
certainly
planes
must have
can
happened.
suddenly drop 20 feet and shit gets real faster than you can say snakes on a plane, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna get
so-
real, and it is an
You know, I saw the
unlikely
picture of
occurrence.
his foot. He definitely got hurt. There's no doubt about it. There was nothing fake about it. He definitely took a toll on it, or his ankle, or whatever it was.
Well,
Hopefully he's got that
Tapson
sorted
can
out
thank Peter's unlucky stars, I guess, because he got a good opportunity to show what he was worth, which is always nice to see. Peter nearly lining up one through the smoke, not quite getting it, and Gobby is sending some parting shots. As Gramps moves out, slightly wounded, down to about half HP. Still 5-on-5, about a minute 10 on the clock. J. Kroll going to try to open up A with the op.
He's posted up looking to see if anyone's going to spot her with his box. No one really doing so yet. Very passive play here and Goose by Legia. Peter still kind of keeping his eyes out on long, but certainly just a few steps away from directing contention to this cat cross.
And Vault continuing to put pretty much every abled body here on the catwalk. Just one man, and that's going to be Nerdy, who is watching that long push and may decide to be that one attacker to go up long. I'll have to deal with Gob B if it's going to be the case. Peter's not going to find anything with this op coming up completely empty. Legia here and Goose. Oh, man. He was trying to dodge any flashes that were coming up. I think Gob B was maybe saying he was going to throw a flash real high, so you saw Legia turning into the corner, but it did not work out that way, and Vault were already close and wrapping onto his location, so bit of a misplay there for NRG over at A. It really fell apart.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Legia, as you noted, was trying to either dodge a flash or get ready for one from a teammate so he could run out. Either way, there was something trying to go on there, and it just didn't really pan out, and so it looked kind of awkward to us. We are going to go ahead and see Vault put together 2 rounds in a row. Justin trying to save this M4 because funds actually have somewhat run low here for Energy. They're probably going to be on a save next round.
Yeah, and Justin still trying to survive. He'll take down Nerdy, and he'll try to hold the trigger, but J. Kroll goes for the mobility, pulls out the CZ, finds his 3rd kill of the round. J. Kroll and Rarkar killed everybody.
Indeed, they did. So Energy here, short on funds, going to have to just stick with the pistols, and this could be where Vault starts coming back into this one. No, it was kind of a shock and awe factor in the beginning of the half when you saw Energy just roll out to a 5-0 lead, but now Vault are starting to get back into the game.
Just pistols, P250s, and that one deagle on Justin to try to get NRG through this round, but it's not one that you expect them to be able to get, and it looks like they will be trying to do something here, and I like that, right? Stack up on catwalk, see if you can't find an early pick there, as, I mean, you're 90% of the time you're going to find a terrorist trying to get catwalk control, or Peter is hearing these noises is going to be able to surprise Gramps down there in lower B, who was throwing some nades. So that's the first kill of the round. Peter hasn't gone in for that gun yet. I think he actually just came back up the catwalk and is fighting again. Yeah, he has. Silent has picked up the AK, though. Justin here with that deagle in CT spawn. You can already see that Silent is running away, positioning himself outside of the long doors, already kind of setting up to block the retreat a little bit. They'll have to contest long, though, if they want to get any exits. And maybe should have done that a little more together instead of just sending Peter out. Like, could have sent Peter out, got the op shot, and then Silent with the trade. A little bit goes a long way, but I guess ultimately, why even risk the AK in the first place?
Yeah, I think that was like one of those things where they were going to wait and see if Peter actually did something, and if he did, then maybe they were actually going to go for the retake. But now that they didn't, Silent trying to hold him to this AK here, but he's going to get pushed down. And it's not going to pan out. Justin trying to put the Deagle to work to see if he can't still come up with that AK save, but will not happen for him as Effie's will take him out there. So
Sale.
5-3, still in favor of NRG, and they will be back onto a full buy, but Vault trying to make a game out of this.
Yeah, certainly. I'm just going to throw this out there. I keep music kits on when I play, so I don't turn them off when I run the stream, and I'm just curious what people in Twitch chat think about them being on. I think it's kind of fun. You know, you don't hear everyone's music kit all the time, so you see which one the pros are using. I think Team Liquid overall has the best music kits of any team. Hiko's is hilarious, and you hear his a lot because he gets those MVP stars quite often. As Justin, I'm going to say you botched that smoke. I don't think there was any next level mind games behind that one. It just plain missed. He will throw in a flash, and he's going to peek for some information, but Effie is there. He's only got one place to look because of the way the smoke fell. Legia going to go quick through the doors, and he will find the bomber, but Gramps fast to trade out. So NRG, Gabi, and Peter surviving, and they will just have to save guns again.
Well then. Vault is beating down those doors at the B bomb site. As you noted, it's left guys over here, NRG just saving guns again. As of course, their money is kind of in whack. I mean, they're starting to approach max loss bonus actually, but next round they still won't be able to afford to buy. So Vault's in good position to tie this thing up now. I mean, unless they can make something happen with these two guns they're saving, very likely going to be a 5-5 score here soon.
Yeah, and I mean, NRG, you expect them to be warmed up as they did just play those two games over in ESL against was Cloud9, where they had a close match on Train that could have possibly even gone into OT, but they played, what was the second map? What was it? Oh, it was Cobble. They just got absolutely smashed. So Vault starts to claw this one back, maybe against NRG that could be drained energy-wise. Get it? Energy.
Well, yeah, I see what you did there for sure.
Didn't mean to. Just kind of happened.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
If I meant to do it, I would have done it more deadpan. I wouldn't have pointed it out. I'm a pro.
I don't know if I believe that either.
Wow.
But anyway, we are.
All right, Dust is muted. We're going to be solo casting from this point on.
You know what? You go right ahead.
Yeah, Dust wants out of this. Just kidding. He's going to be solo casting.
We are going to see Justin get a little bit aggressive here at middle. Silent actually flanking long A right now. He's been undetected. He will actually get the kill there on the Gramp, so now they're aware of his presence. And they trade him out pretty quick, so his stunt has been dealt with quite quickly here. And so now it's Peter. He's going to try to go for the flank. He actually does hit J. Cruel. The bomb's going B this entire time. And it's a 3v2 in favor of Vault, so they should have this.
How are your J. Cole references, Dust? Because I feel like we could potentially make a lot of them this game.
About Ja Rule. Can we do
or that, yeah, that could work
actually
too.
Seems better.
My reference game is not going to be on point for either of those two topics, but
I don't even know what happened to that guy.
Couldn't tell you. Double ops, however, right? They took one away from J. Cruel, so they might get out of this one saving 2 ops. They started it with 1. To finish it with 2, though, is going to be pretty nice. That's a lot of free bucks. As Peter, you might want to stop taking that battle. Maybe post up at this angle. There you go.
So 5-5. Double op is going to be in effect though for NRG. We do have Justin with it. I don't know if he'll pass it to Silent or not, as Silent is kind of the guy that I usually see use the op secondary fashion. But no, Justin will hold on to it here. And he will be headed to the back of B. Actually, no, he'll be defending mid. There's Lee Silent to anchor the site with a rifle. Okay.
There's Peter. Save the op with that same angle. Starts this round off with a kill from it. Over there at long, he's going to bring down Gramps. I think J. Cruel might have been heard. 2 players posted up pretty close to the doors. Justin will miss his shot. J. Cruel opping him in the face, and that's going to even up to a 4-on-4. Peter misses his shot. J. Cruel, man, he's juking the double ops of NRG, and he might even take them both down. I thought for a second he He was going to get a shot on to Peter as he's trying to get back to Carr, but now Peter will deliver one right back, take that man advantage, and control this round for NRG as Legia is going to bring down Rarkar. Effie out, almost like they could jump an AK shot, but I think he landed on the ledge. Trades out in mid, but is left alone. 1 against 3. Has the bomb, and he gets this kill on Silent, and that could actually lead to a plant going down. He's got to expect that B site to be clear, can just kind of moonwalk over with his AK out. But he's going to bide his time. Sitting here waiting for a kill. He's going to try to win the round 100%, get it into a one-on-one. He's got time to work with. They may not expect him this close to the box. But he peeks out right into the crosshair of Peter.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. I mean, I guess he was trying to make a play, trying to see if he could catch his opponent off guard, who were thinking that he was going to be just going to the B to plant the bomb. But definitely did not pay off as he got waxed. Peter with a great round with the op. I think he had 3 kills on the round. Certainly did his job there to hold down that side of the map. And so it will be NRG taking the lead back here. They did allow Vault to tie it up 5-all, but they're going to go ahead and stop it from going any further than that, at least for now. As they do have J. Cruel pinned on the right side here. Silent has his op waiting for him to cross back. J. Cruel trying not to step out. Meanwhile, his teammate Gramps goes down, and again, they still have J. Cruel stuck here. Not good, and he will go down thanks to Silent op, and that's a big loss there for Vault.
Yeah, they got kind of outplayed over there in the tunnel entrance. Molly going to go down, flash out, as Vault going to just go ahead and commit to this push through it. Silent takes one out with the op. Justin going to get 2 as they come through. And most likely we'll see him drop his weapon, pick up that op. Yes, he does. And Vault going to go ahead and use a tactical timeout here. I don't know if it was meant to be tactical. So a lot of teams are still getting accustomed to the dot problem, dot timeout difference. And they don't even know themselves. Not a great sign. But Gramps might be AFK, apparently.
Have a nice little chat here during the timeout. I'm trying to think, I mean, what Vault could really be talking about here. I mean, they had a nice little run going. Lost 2 rounds, though. That round, they just kind of got stuck. I mean, they tried to make an op pick with J. Cruel over in B tunnels, and they just got outplayed by Justin and Silent. I mean, that's really all that was. I don't think they need to think too deep into it. They've normally been just fine.
Oh, I think Justin would like to see those Ming Lees in Twitch chat, please. It will be another rifle round going into round 13. As you can see, we'll take a look at the scoreboard, see how things went. 5 bomb plant rounds in a row. NRG kind of had to forfeit all of them. They went to save rifles in every occasion. On round 7 and 8, they weren't able to come away with anything, but rounds 9 and 10, they kept 2 people alive. And kept it, at least on round 10, somewhat close. Only 2 terrorists survived there. Have since won 2 in a row. Round 12 over B was a bit more dominant, but now Vault are fully funded here, but without an op. See how that changes the way they play. Getting past the double ops could be a struggle.
Yeah. Could certainly be hard to deal with. Especially the way Peter's been playing so far. He's done quite well in Silent. I mean, he's been okay. Slightly negative, but the frag distribution on the CT side is pretty tight. Peter gonna get super aggressive with this op here in lower B tunnel. He's gonna molly the back of Cat to try to, you know, discourage anyone from trying to press him. Nerdy is gonna be coming through the tunnels, but maybe catches a timing here where Peter's still in the back of Cat. He's gonna miss a shot. He's gonna be able to back away though. Takes a little bit of damage.
Whoa.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to come away a little more bruised from all those nades that were flying in. Only losing about 35 HP, though. It's not too bad. And that was a lot of the utility already used for Vault, and they didn't really get any map control from it, right? There's still, I mean, they've got cap, but you can usually get that without nades these days in the current meta of Dust 2. And Legia's just going to go through. He finds 2. Gramps is coming in, trying to Oh, but what do you know? Smokes can turn into flashbangs real quick when they pop right on top of you. And Lagia going for the ace. He might just find it. There it is. Headshot onto Nerdy. And that was a rifle round for Vault. Lagia with a big 5K.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those lame eco aces either. That was just straight up man mode, just getting flashed through a smoke at catwalk, getting 2, and then following it up for 3 more right afterwards. So a big individual effort there for him, and just kind of a blunder from Vault, who are now just going to be on pistols again.
As Dust's
Sorry, my
dog
dog just
attacks
came
him.
blazing in my room.
Rip caster. So, pistols, some nades, and some Kevlar. What can Vault cook up with this? They're on this last eco round. So they try to conserve that money going into the last round of the half. Is anyone going to be able to get out to the ops? I don't know if they have an op. It might actually have to be Glass Cannon, but they're flashing out, trying to get control of long. Gob B left alone in the pit, but Peter sniper support from Game Helper. And, ooh, this is interesting. Putting Effie up actually onto the blue bin. That could have been really cool, but he's given up that angle because he got flashed. Now Gob B still having trouble, but Peter's making his presence known. He's got up 2 away. Gob B able to come in there with the 3rd kill. And a 2nd, and then Legia coming up as well. So it looked kind of dangerous for Gob B. Certainly a stressful round for him, but they get out unscathed. No one even dies for NRG.
Yeah, clean round there for Energy for sure. Guess it's going to be back-to-back-to-back 5-round winning streaks possibly in this half to make it 10-5 for Energy. Vault, they're back onto a bye. J. Cruel back onto an op. He will be picking mid here. He does actually get a hit onto Judge, who's trying to do some crazy stuff. He tags Peter as well, so he's done a lot of damage. No kills, but Grant's just been able to find Legia over there. And they do have control of long A now. Sant, though, on a super fast flank. Nerdy, I think, is wise to it. Can't get the kill.
Well, here's J. Cruel with the Magic Stick. I feel like that is a very overused op name, but I won't hold it against you, J. Cruel. You've done some decent things with it here in this matchup against NRG. And you're going against a lot of scoped weapons, so maybe you can get it done. Generally, the auto sniper will lose out to the op in the battles, but J. Cruel didn't really show up. He was looking the wrong way entirely. Rarkar's come away with 2, and that'll get the advantage. He's taking those pesky Scar 20s out of the round. And it's up to Silent here with that op. Was the main offer for his previous team, so he is still skilled with it. Let's see what he can do. Absolutely nothing. Rarkar with a big 3K and another round there with a actually decent half, 9-6.
Yeah, not too shabby. I mean, you expect a little bit more out of the T side than that, so I feel like Energy definitely did more than enough. I mean, this map usually does lean a little bit more towards the terrorist side, so with 9 rounds from their CT, especially if they can win pistol, I would think it still could wind up turning into a pretty one-sided affair from Energy. But if Vault, in the meantime, can tie it up pretty quick with the pistol round victory, then we might still have a game out of this. I don't know.
Yeah, and ready to go, as you can see, quickly into the second half. I suppose I should appease the ones that sponsor us. There you go. Boom.
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 Look at that. Look at that warm-up deagle for Nerdy. He's ready. Is Nerdy buying a deagle on pistol round? Is that what's going on here? Oh, also, we've got a bit of a problem because our cameraman has left. Therefore, we have no one to ready up. So we'll take a look at the box score here, see who those big performers were on this first half here, the first map.
And who were they, Joey?
They were. Oh yeah. Wait, you have the link, shouldn't you know? Pretty even kill distribution for Justin, Legia, and Peter, all at 14 frags, but Justin with the highest ADR at 104.4. That's a lot. 97 for Legia, who had that 1 ace as well. Quite nice. And Peter at 86.3, 14 and 5. Gob B at long didn't see all that much action, and Silent was actually 9 and 12, but he was kind of just playing balls to the wall, all out aggressive through B tunnels for most of the first half. And for Vault, we had J. Cruel and Rarkar do pretty well. Everyone else, though, not so much. Well, actually, I guess J-Cruel and Gramps really, because I think ADR is obviously more important than kills. 93.5 ADR for J-Cruel, who's the newest member of the team, and Gramps at 76.1.
Yeah, I mean, J-Cruel definitely had his rounds with the Av. I think he really did help Vault get a few rounds there. But, I mean, yeah, NRG seemed like they were in control of the half pretty much the entire time. Yeah, they allowed it to get tied up, but they never allowed their opponent to actually take a lead. So I think they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, so our cameraman's internet went out, which is why we haven't been able to start the second half. But, oh, he's back, actually. So take everything I said and place it directly into the bin nearest to you, because we're ready to go in the second half. Silent. Apparently he just lives in lower B the early part of each half. He's here again with that Glock. It might be the first one to work out in the middle. We've got Gramps on the boost box to watch any of those pesky mid to B splits, which seem to be happening based on the placement of the bomb. About to exit out of the B tunnels. That is what's going on. Gramps needs to hit these shots, but he cannot. Like, he is going to bring him down with a Glock headshot. And Nerdy also still alive. Going through the door! Look, he is trying to knife people. What is he doing? Maybe he was out of bullets. I don't know. J-Cruel getting shot on the approach. Rarkar's gone down first, and there's J-Cruel to follow. 3 staying alive, and NRG will win the pistol here in the second half. SMG is going to come out. Gob B and Just 9N. Just 9N. Just kidding. I know it's Justin. Just wanted to trigger everybody. Going for umps. Peter coming out with that scout. And Vault, I mean, they've got 4 HEs, and it looks like they want to go for a very, very quick nade stack over to long. This could be quite effective, but they're all blind, and Justin is out in front of all of the nades. And Vault get eviscerated there over at long A. No chance for them. Nerdy's here in lower B. Nice headshot, though. Will best the scout of Peter. He can go pick that up for himself. And, you know, actually, the blood is in the water. A lot of these guys are low. Silent going to get a bullet between the eyes. Nerdy's taking some more damage, but he doesn't know where it's from. He's thinking it's from the mid-double doors, but it was actually Cat, and Justin's already pushed through the smoke here in Dark Spot, or Suicide Alley, whatever you like to call it. There you go. Some 6 shots in that round, but, I mean, more or less uneventful. You don't really expect that round to be dropped by NRG, and it isn't. And another one here for Vault. It will just be 2 flashes and an HE this time. Will once again bolster the defense over here at long, but even with pretty much everyone here, it won't really make that much of a difference, or at least it shouldn't. But they are having some trouble actually getting through the door, and J-Cruel and Nerdy have each come away with kills. Nerdy was over at middle, actually. He was the one player, not with everybody else. And he goes down to a nade that was banked in quite nicely. As Justin will eventually push out, sees Gramps, tunnel visions on him, and actually ignores Rarkar, who was sitting down there at 100 HP right now with an AK 2-on-2. This is doable. No armor is going to make it a little bit difficult. Of course, fighting aim punch, more or less impossible in CSGO. And there's Ligia grabbing that first frag onto Gramps, and Gob B will get shot at in the air, but he does survive. A bit of a risky jump, but they will get him. So that one a little more nerve-wracking, getting the blood pumping there, keeping energy on their toes. It's 12-6. And let's see, what's coming up next? Oh, it's all deserts all day. Dust 2 is map 1. For those of you just joining us here in the CEVO GFINITY Pro League Season 9 North American coverage. Map 2 is Mirage, and if it goes the distance, we'll get to Inferno, which seems to be like a town kind of also in a desert. So it really is all deserts. Gabi gonna try to maneuver around the smokes, get onto the double stack of boxes by that B tunnels exit, but it gets flashed and gives up, and it'll be Legia and actually Gombi right behind it to find entries onto the B side, each coming away with a headshot. Silent holding his ground. Wait, holding his ground? What? Why are they defending A site? Terrorists have already taken it over. And it looked like it was just a long hold for Vault, so it'll be Rarkar and J-Cruel to be pushed back into the pit. And I don't think NRG want to let them get out of this one. Justin goes in, but he was kind of alone. J-Cruel hits an easy op shot. And it'll be Legia to be the first responder over here at the Longhouse. He's got the exit covered. Let's see if GFINITY and Peter will decide to actually push down and challenge J-Cruel in the pit. Legia going to walk through this, and yeah, he's going to get deleted. He had no chance. And while they chase, GFINITY is, looks like he kind of wants to try to fight this. We'll have a dot problem come out as well from Justin. And Peter posting up, hoping for someone to exit the Longhouse, but there's no reason for them to. Even though they, oh no, he didn't go all the way out. Mumble crashed here for NRG. Peter's got to yell at people anyways, so I guess the pause is quite necessary. So Twitch chat, I come to you. What do you think? What's the score line? What can Vault do? They're going to be on to another rifle round. I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Twitch chat usually does. So let's hear it. Or read it, rather. Can stream see this chat? Follow at NRG_silent on Twitter. Yes, they can. All right. So it seems like from those of you that have answered, it'll be somewhat competitive. Some are saying 16-6, 16-7. I see some guy there with the 16-13, so that would mean Vault probably going to win this one. And they actually have a decent chance. They don't have full rifles themselves, but SMG is still there on GFINITY. Look at Nerdy. He's burnt Legia alive, and Effie from this double stack in sight has come away with 1 kill. Gramps at the door with the Deagle will bring down GFINITY. Old man GFINITY. Say it ain't so, as J-Cruel delivering a bullet over to Justin's forehead, and it's Peter all alone. And a 1-on-3, so there you go. Vault will at least find the 7th round. So everyone that said 16-6, you played yourself. Gramps with another Deagle shot. Well done, Gramps. He'll earn himself an AWP, and it will be a double op, so this will answer some questions, as Dust was talking about earlier. Everyone on Vault does kind of opt from time to time. There didn't seem to be a dedicated opper. Since they've replaced Mitch, it looks like J-Cruel has taken that role upon himself, and Nerdy will be taking the secondary one here into round 21. GFINITY. GFINITY opping? No, Peter. We'll take it back. So 2 AKs, an op, Deagle, and a Tech 9. Bit of a half-buy, broken buy situation for NRG right now. Yes, those of you viewers who are paying attention will realize Dust is not here. He will be rejoining us, hopefully. He did have a pretty bad headache, so he might have went to lie down. Lie down, lay down? I don't know what's correct. English is too hard. Good thing I don't use it for anything. Oh, wait. Speak of the devil. And he shall appear. Dust.
Wow.
That's good.
Hanging in there, man.
Sweet. So are Vault. And an aid. Dust turn from the flash, though, which is nice. Unable to get into the B site as of yet. And Effie at the truck. Whoa, Peter getting blown back out of that window. And GFINITY 1 versus 5, actually, because he did kill Effie. And Nerdy will stop it.
Yeah, so I obviously haven't been here, so I don't know what's really going on, but
Neither do I.
okay. This Vault's trying to make a little bit of a comeback here. Is the one story you can pick up pretty quickly, as it was a pretty big lead going on for NRG after they put pistol and worked their lead up. to 13, but now Vault responding. Energy going to be on just pistols this round. They're all headed B tunnels for now. Could be some type of mid B play as they come out lower, and that's exactly what it's going to be. Op shot missed by J. Cool, trying to spam Tom through the door. He did actually hit him, but he didn't get the kill.
What was that smoke? Nice shot from Nerdy, and I guess the smoke won't matter. FE will bring down Justin as he's coming through the window. Twitch chat starting to get concerned for NRG's buying habits, saying, why are you continuing to buy time and time again? I kind of got the same curiosity. I mean, actually, I know better than them. No, they already got the money. Just kidding. They really did buy down to nothing. The money had already added up. I mean, the bonus is not enough to keep supplying all these force buys. They lose this one, it'll be 4 rounds of loss bonus. So they'll be good to buy after this.
I don't know if it's just because they had a pretty big lead, so they felt they could, you know, afford to take a risk like that. Regardless, though, they will be just on pistols this round. So as you noted, they're going to have plenty of money stored up to buy next round. J. Crew already picking up Legia here. Nowhere B tunnels. The rest of Energy was actually just waiting at the back of Catwalk. They're waiting for that Xbox smoke to go off, and there it is. So it's going to give them cover from Nerdy's op to work up Catwalk. But J. Crew, he's going to be waiting for him up here. He's posted up at the top of the stairs. He's got that scope zoomed in. His face creeping forward to the monitor, looking to see if he can catch a kill, but not going to happen.
Yeah, maybe he has a JDM style.
A JDM. Yeah,
he was leaning back even further. I mean, can you miss a shot if you're so far away from your monitor that it's just 1 pixel? You can't really miss, right?
It actually doesn't make any sense.
It's okay. It wasn't really supposed to.
It's okay. The bomb is down here. Justin has picked up an op. He's in CT spawn, but he's pretty much boxed out of really being able to do anything about this defuse. So it's 10-13. Vault, they've won 4 in a row. Money, though, finally back in the hands of Energy to be able to afford a purchase. Peter will be back onto the op. Everyone else, AKs and full utility and armor and all that good stuff. So this should be their round. This should be the one where they get back into this thing. But Vault could tie it back up.
Yeah, it'll be worrying for NRG if they don't get this one, but it looks like they, just based on the way they kept force playing, that they were pretty confident they were going to be able to just kind of no respect CS. Vault have now realized that maybe they need to pay a bit more respect, and if they can win the rifle round, they can probably close it out, but they'll have to actually win more than one before they earn themselves any free rounds. Vault has built up their economy to be pretty good over the last 4 rounds that they've won in a row.
As we are going to see Energy getting control of the catwalk here, as Silent is going to lead the way for now, just making sure that there's nobody at the top of the stairs. And now from here, this is everything you want. You got tunnels and B, you got B tunnels presence. You have someone making sure that nothing's really going on long A, and now you've actually cleared that first level of cat. So from here, you can A split, you can do mid B. There's so many options open in Energy now.
Well, cat control. Silent looks, oh, just kidding. Gompy's like, no, I want this. He does have the bomb, so I don't think he'll be going first. And you got your 1 man at long. That's going to be Justin starting to make his attack. J. Kroll there with the op, which means he's not on Game Helper, and A has been given up. They've already got up to quad box, so they've really given up the A site. Could be a 5v5 post-plant situation. I don't know why Silent was necessarily trying to take that battle. I mean, you know that the ops are in play for Vault. Why even peek down to long? Someone's going to have an op. That seemed crazy, but the shot was missed and the bomb's gone down. 5v5 post plants on A can be kind of interesting because there's really just not enough space for the terrorists. So it's really not the hardest retake, but it's still not trivial. As we can see, Vault are running into some trouble. Most of the trades were working out into a 3-on-3, but then it was quickly cleaned up with Gompy and Peter surviving.
Yeah, so this Vault kind of getting out positioned there. You know, their main guy who would rotate to help A was really focused on mid, and they still had 2 players committed inside the B bomb side. So it was pretty much just, you know, Vault holding long A control, which just allowed, you know, Energy to come up Cat for free, plant the bomb, plant for Cat, and at that point, unless you can get control of Cat back somehow, flanking through their middle, it can be very hard to make that retake work. And Energy are just now 1 round away from map point. We'll spread out pretty thin here. Yeah, going out mid by himself, silent on catwalk, but they seem to be forming up here towards B.
I should probably control the camera because I think our cameraman having some internet issues. So even though it says he's in the server, he's not. He is actually lagged out. So feel free to spam the T-Tours if you want. Kind of a strange underhand smoke there by Justin. Bomb going to be armed up. Legia with the op here at the door is doing a good job. We're going to go in with Rarkar now. 1 versus 3. Oh, they're jumping out at him as he's got a flash from the window to the wall. To the door, I guess.
So here you have it. NRG at map point now. They'll have 5 chances to put this thing away in regulation, and they probably won't need only but one of them, as Vault has no money. We'll get the scout on the J. Cruel. They have a few upgraded pistols, but other than that, they are in some real trouble.
Oh, I have to like actually sit up and press buttons. Why? Effie here with the 5-7. He's going to go into a cheeky little corner at B. Oh, they won't flash him. Nerdy out in middle along with J. Cruel as well. He's actually been a big performer here. And with the P2K, he's already brought Silent down to just 14 HP. Still trying to fight up against Peter. Well, he's got that op. Looking for the... Oh, J. Cruel delivering it back and finally bringing down Silent. So converting that frag. We'll slide over into CT. Careful not to get spammed. Oh, there he goes. Taking some big damage. Down to 13 right now. Dirty Peak Pete is still sticking around, and it's going to be Gob B maybe to take point here out middle. They got men on both sides. So going to need to be a team effort. Pop Flash goes out. Checking the close corner. No one there. And J. Crow's actually backed all the way over to the boost box on the CT ramp, so he won't be helping out. And Nerdy and Effie are really hoping that someone's going to come out of those tunnels. And it might actually be the case that Leggy and Peter go that way. But Gob B is getting out mid for free right now.
Yeah, exactly. And if Gob B can get through window and get some vision on these players, then it'll kind of kill what they're going for here. And actually, we'll actively peek out. Leggy is going to go chase after this guy. He spots from the left. He's going to be able to get that kill. Nerdy does respond, but there's Gob B from the window. He'll collect the trade. Bomb's not going to go down. Justin steps out really aggressively. Does pick up J. Cruel. Almost got punished for that, but he does get away with it. And so now we have a 3v2 close range situation. Flight coming in from B tunnels. It's already been spotted. Justin does go down, but at least NRG has that information. Gob B will just get a free frag on their R car. Now they can play outside the site if they need to. This is pretty much done with.
Well, Peter will miss one shot. Gramps is going in. Gob B in the window. Peter here over at the door, and it'll be Gob B that actually is going to fall. So it comes to Peter that hits the headshot onto Gramps, and that'll end the first map. 16-10 in favor of NRG. Kind of let it get a little out